Before every game day, hundreds of people get Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta ready for NFL Kickoff. But tonight's job is one of the hardest of the season because they have under 18 hours and a big mess to clean up first.
These back-to-back flips. It's the thing that everybody dreads in this industry.
Just a few times a year, the stadium has major events on consecutive nights, sending cleanup crews, groundskeepers, and chefs into an overnight scramble. They have to strip and repaint the field, clean 2 million square feet of stadium, and fire up thousands of meals in cramped kitchens.
We're feeding 70,000 people, so you multiply that even by 2, it's 140,000 people.
Senior executive chef Matt Cooper's team was ranked the NFL's best for stadium food in 2025.
I always explain it as a million-piece jigsaw puzzle. If one thing is off, it throws the entire plan off.
It's 8 p.m. on Saturday, and one of the biggest college football games of the year just wrapped up at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But a sold-out NFL game kicks off 17 hours from now. Cleanup crews get busy right away, gathering 5 million pieces of confetti into piles.
Really no good way to do that. Rakes, some light leaf blowers.
Adam Fullerton is responsible for keeping everything on schedule.
We know for months that this night's coming. You hope everything goes well, but accidents happen.
He's used to the chaos because unlike most of America's football stadiums, this one stays open year-round. Electricity bills alone are up to $300,000 a month.
The longer this stadium sits idle with lights on and no events, we're costing money.
Since opening in 2017, it's hosted everything from the Super Bowl to 4 straight Beyoncé concerts, with World Cup matches coming later this year. This hectic schedule works because Americans are spending more on live sporting events than ever before.
We have got to be one of the busiest stadiums in the world.
Its artificial turf surface makes speedy turnarounds possible because it's quicker to restore than natural grass. But tonight, 15 groundskeepers are still racing against the clock. A vehicle with a net scoops up all that confetti.
Tonight, we know our 3 hot areas are the center logo and the end zones. Those have to be cleaned and then repainted. So that's gonna take the most time, so tackle those first.
At 8:30 p.m., a vehicle called a P-Rex starts scrubbing the areas that need to be repainted.
It's kind of like a zero-turn lawnmower that sprays a cleaning agent down on the painted logos, and it's got a vacuum on it that will suck that kind of paint liquid. There's a bit of an art to it. If you end up dropping too much chemical, too much liquid, your turf becomes saturated and then you can't paint on it. If you go a little too hard or a little too deep with those brushes, you'll actually kind of burn a pattern into the turf. So again, finding a delicate balance on the P-Rex.
While the field dries, cleaning crews fan out across the stadium, sweeping up hundreds of thousands of pounds of trash.
Certain people are looking for plastic Dasani bottles, certain people are looking for aluminum beer cans, and others are looking for kind of the compostable boat material that your food is served to you in.
A power washing crew follows trash pickers around the stadium.
They just kind of leapfrog all night. One kind of fun fact is we do not have peanut shells. When you pressure wash a peanut shell, it explodes and it turns into like cement and sticks to seats and floors. When we opened the stadium, we first did offer peanut shells and learned pretty quickly that's just, you're asking for a mess.
In the stadium's back of house areas, crews clean out the locker rooms. All of the trash arrives at the resource recovery room, where 8 workers sort through mountains of garbage in 8-hour shifts.
If it hasn't been properly thrown away or recycled upstream somewhere in the building, then this is the last line of defense to catch it. The volume of waste that you're gonna see over a weekend like this, it's pretty alarming.
Even though waste arrives pre-sorted, each bag still has to be inspected by hand.
It's a tough place to work. We've tried models of 12 members for 12 hours. It's too much time, you're tired, your back's hurting from bending over the whole night.
Adam says they recycle or compost 96% of the waste. This room will be filled again tomorrow, so an outside company will handle some of the trash.
So that we free up capacity to open up the doors the next day.
By 9:30 p.m., the field begins to dry, so the grounds crew can start the painting process. It'll take about 6 hours if everything goes as planned.
We have definitely had a few nights where a large bucket of paint will be knocked over inadvertently. When it does happen, it's easily another 2-3 hours of work to clean that spot.
Step one is measuring out all the lines and logos with a string.
Stringing out your field takes a skillful eye and somebody that's paying attention.
But an NFL field is more complex to paint than a college one, so tonight calls for extra focus.
In a perfect world, both football fields would be the same. It's not a perfect world. One of the more intricate areas on an NFL field is the sideline, the actual players and coaches box. So the NFL is very particular about that. The college sidelines are really just kind of a big rectangle, a lot more simple to paint. We've got templates now that we've developed to make the NFL one a little bit easier.
Templates help with large logos like the Falcon bird at the center of the field.
You're a little bit more delicate on those edges, and then you can kind of fast paint in the rest of the bubble letter itself.
Painting wraps up by 3:30 a.m., but cleaning crews will continue through the night. Scrubbing the kitchens is the hardest part.
I think our main kitchen was closed for 9 days last year out of the whole calendar year. They're just being cooked in all day long, so those take some time and attention.
By 5 a.m., Senior Executive Chef Matt Cooper and his team begin their day in the stadium's central kitchen. They've already spent the past 2 weeks preparing for today's game.
We have to plan every single move that we make down to the day and the minute, really. We use a lot of analytics to come up with how much we need to produce for every single concession stand in the building. Once those orders get placed, they come in, and it takes about an entire week to produce for one game.
But the job isn't done because they have to prep, assemble, and transport all the meals to 8 smaller kitchens.
This is the magic behind everything we do. So we have all the chefs, all the supervisors, junior sous chefs, all the cooks. I love being able to kind of visualize and see the whole team.
Cooks get their marching orders on another board.
So they come up to the board, look at what's next on the production sheet. So we have about 60 different food drops today, all different menus.
That includes all the meals for concession stands, 200 private suites, and 50 catered events.
If one thing is off, if one event is late, it throws the entire plan off.
Chefs prep thousands of pounds of brisket and pork, which they smoke in-house, and assemble hundreds of salads, all while competing for space.
All the way down to the science of how many pans fit inside an oven at different times throughout the day. If we could have another stadium right on top of this stadium, that would be lovely.
Matt keeps an eye on last-minute deliveries throughout the day.
Bread is usually the last thing that we bring in on a game day. It takes up the entire dock. So between hot dogs and hamburgers, we're talking tens of thousands of different buns that come into this building.
Since 2017, Mercedes-Benz Stadium has repeatedly cut concession prices, making food cheaper than at most major U.S. sports venues. The lower prices boosted fan transactions by about 30% and increased food sales before kickoff. So by 10 a.m., concession stands are up and running, with chefs assembling burger and chicken tender trays for the first rush of customers. Barbecue platters hit the private suites just before the gates open to fans at 11 a.m. Around this time, fruit and sandwich platters arrive at clubs. Crews place fan giveaway items on every seat. On the field, NFL officials and equipment teams have been wheeling out gear since 7 a.m.
There's probably no short of 40 to 50 road cases that come out with additional helmets and backup equipment, and a lot of tech equipment, Microsoft Surface carts, all their telephone systems, their headsets. There are nights where we just laid wet paint and their equipment's got to kind of sit on the outside and wait for paint to dry, and then we can get it in.
During the lull before the next event, Adam takes a short break.
We go to the 300 level and kind of take a seat in the bowl, snap our photo, and usually spend about 10 minutes up there and just kind of recap the night. That's usually a really good feeling because you've pulled off something difficult. You're complete, you're done with it now.
At 1 p.m., the game kicks off.
My favorite part of the whole day is just kickoff. When you know all the work that you put into it leads to the flashing lights, the cameras going off, the cheers, watching the players take the field and kick off, for me, will never get old, and that's why I do what I do.
But Adam has to stay locked in during the game.
You could have a roof leak in an upper area of the seating bowl that maybe you just don't know until a fan is sitting there and they identify a roof leak. Premium spaces are just highly trafficked. They're actively cleaned during the game.
The visiting Seattle Seahawks pull off a win against the home team Falcons. But the crews powering Mercedes-Benz Stadium can take a bow for pulling off another successful overnight flip.
It takes an army to do what we do. The team atmosphere that we have here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium truly is magical.
Matt's team sold more than 25,000 hot dogs, 10,000 slices of pizza, and over 5,000 pounds of wings. Uneaten food is donated to local charities such as Second Helpings Atlanta.
It's really difficult to prep and nail it. You never want to run out of anything. And we try to capture that food working with a local partner, and that food is donated back to our community.
Crews head home about an hour after the game ends. Then they begin prepping for the next event tomorrow.
I like staying busy. We want to program this building and flip as many events as possible. What we do by nature in our business is bring humans together and celebrate. The stadium is an inanimate object. It's really cool, but it's about the people that run the stadium, the people that make these events happen. So if you don't take care of the people that do this, you're missing the point. That's what keeps me going every day.